Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today I'm going to be doing my Christmas book haul. These are all the books that I received for Christmas from several different people. I won't always identify what people, but I will just show you what I got. I'm very excited about all these books, so let's dive in. The first one that I received was The Deeper the Water, the Uglier the Fish by Kata Apkina. This one I saw that Atasha Mosvik recommended and immediately wanted it, and so I picked this up. I got about halfway through and then I realized it might be a favorite book of the year, and I've already filmed my favorite book of the years and everything, and so I just put it down, and now that it's the new year, I can totally pick it up again and read it finally. I'm very excited. This is going to be great. I'm super stoked. Super stoked. Then I received 2 books from Marissa. I will link her channel up above. This is An Unrestored Woman by Shobha Rao. This one, I know very little about this one. I'm gonna go with I know nothing about this one. I'm curious about it. I usually like Marissa's recommendations. She hasn't steered me wrong yet. I don't always agree with her on reviews in the final comments about the book, but usually the books that she comes away with that are more obscure, I'm curious about, and so this one is one of them. And then the other one is The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Ogawa. Again, I don't know anything about it. I think this one is going to be interesting. I believe it's translated by Stephen Sidar. And I'm guessing it's from the Japanese. So we shall see how I feel about this one. This is going to be really interesting to dive into. I haven't gone into it yet, but we shall see. Then my dad got me The Tin Man, well, not The Tin Man by Sarah Widman. This one I've seen nothing but good things about and heard nothing but good things about it. I just didn't have the patience to invest in it. I kept being like, I'll get to it, I'll get to it, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. But then this is one of them that I got for Christmas, and I'm super excited to read it. It's really short. It's going to be super easy to dive into. Very excited. My dad also got me Foe, which is a novel by Ian Reid. I loved I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and I am super stoked to dive into his next novel. This is a psychological thriller about a man who is told he is going to go to Mars, I believe, but the person who is telling him this says, I have to visit you repetitively to see whether or not you are the right person, and don't worry about your wife, we're going to send someone to take care of her. It's going to be weird. I'm very excited. I really loved I'm Thinking of Ending Things, so that should be great. Then my Nana got me the 25th anniversary edition of The Virgin Suicide by Jeff Eugenides. I love this book. I already own a copy, but this one is gorgeous. I am so in love with it. So in love with it. This is the story of the Lisbon sisters from the perspective of their next door neighbors. I adore this book. I highly recommend it. It's amazing. Amazing. Then my Nana also got me Inappropriation, which is the story of a young girl who is trying to come to terms with her feminism and radical feminism and sexual stereotypes, and it's going to be really interesting. It has blurbs from Emma Klein and Alyssa Nutting, and Alexandra Kleiman, who did You Too Can Have a Body Like Mine, which I really want to read. I haven't got yet, but I really want to read it. So this should be interesting. It has low ratings on Goodreads, but I'm still hopeful that it'll be good. Then my dad gave me a gift card to Book Outlet to do some damage, and I did. So I got the first book of Calamity Leak by Paula Listrovowitz. This one is cult conversation and women in a cult, I believe. I've heard good things. I'm very excited about it. It should be very interesting. It looks really curious, and I'm a mashup of Margaret Atwood and Roald Dahl. So I am very excited about that. Then I owned and read My Name is Leon in the hardcover, but I love this paperback and I couldn't say no to it. It's so pretty, and the hardcover takes up more space on my bookshelf, so I just figured I would pick this one up. I really love it. It's so pretty. So pretty. Then I got 2 John Steinbecks for a project coming up. This is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. This is a classic. This is the story of Lenny and his friend. I can't remember his friend's name. I can't remember, but this is the story of them trying to look for work. This one really stuck with me. I read it back in high school, and I am very excited to now own it and be able to dive into it again. Again, for a future project I have. The project probably will not be revealed until 2020, but I need to have these books to read them in 2019 to get my thoughts together. So this should be good. This is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. It is Amanda Center's favorite book. I will link her channel up in the cards. This is going to be quite the treat to read. I have got it marked as read on Goodreads, but I have no memory of reading it. So that'll be fun. I may find myself remembering a bunch of things, or I may not. We shall see. Chalkmen by C.J. Tudor. This is the Canadian edition, which is in paperback, which is nice because I was going to get the hardcover, but then there was a paperback, and I prefer paperback, especially in thrillers, because when I get stressed, I do the crinkle thing where I push things back all the way and get really intense and bend them and destroy them. So I need a paperback to do that. This one was recommended by April from Getting Hygge With It. I will link her channel in the cards. We shall see how this goes. And then this one was also on Book Outlet. This is The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. I've heard mixed reviews about this one, but I've been curious about it since it came out. Some people said it wasn't worth getting in hardcover, but because it was on Book Outlet, it was like $6.99, and I had a gift card, so why not? Yeah, it should be really interesting. It's about a woman in jail. I'm definitely intrigued. I'm excited about it. And then I got the third book in the Hybrid Chronicles. This is Echoes of Us by Kat Zhang. I need to finish the second one. I'll probably just go back and read the first one again and then read the second and the third. This is the story of Ava, who lives in a hybrid body, which means when you are born in this world, you are born with 2 souls that live within one body, and when you grow up, you're supposed to diminish one of the souls and become only one. A hybrid is one who has 2 souls functioning within the same body, and this is the story of a hybrid and what happens to her and how she is treated. Then my boyfriend got me Baby Teeth, which is by Zoe Stage. This is going to be so much fun. This is the story of a little girl who is maybe more devilish than she seems and dangerous, and she doesn't speak, and her mother asks her a question and she responds with a very frightening answer, and everything kind of goes from there. The other gift that my boyfriend got me was Awakening by something Davis. It hasn't arrived yet. It's coming from Foils. And then also he is now paying for my Book of the Month outlet, or the Book of the Month subscription, because he is wonderful, and that was his Christmas present for me. So thank you to him. Then Amanda Center bought me a book, which is Charlotte Bronte, A Life by Claire Harmon. This is going to be a buddy read for the two of us. We're going to be doing some Bronte reading, which is going to be reading all the Bronte's work. This is mostly Amanda's challenge to herself. I just asked if I could join, and she said yes, so ta-da. And then she gave me half the funds for this box set, which I am very glad to have. This is the box set of the Bronte Collection. It has Agnes Grey, Jane Eyre, Tenant of Waterfall Hall, The Professor, Villette, and Wuthering Heights. So now I have these in a very pretty set. These are very pretty. They come in covers like this, and they're all very nice cloth-bound hardcovers, and they hold very well in your hand. So that is all the books I received for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my Patreons. I love you all. I am very happy to have you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click that subscribe button down below. I will talk to you all in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.